Love me. Nah. Okay, let's go, man. Let's go.
5.
Wait, what's the title again?
Oh, 4.
Hey YouTube, it's Sean.
And Letitia. And you're back again with a weekly episode of The Kickback.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about self-worth and healing yourself after past trauma. So would you like to begin?
So when it comes to self-worth, it's obviously we've now started a new segment on self-worth, which is really important in regards to helping people uplift themselves. Healing yourself from past trauma is something that a majority of people have to deal with. It's important. You don't realise the person you're working with, the person you're walking next to, the person you're dealing with on a constant basis could be dealing with past trauma, and that may affect
the day to day
and how they're operating and how they're reacting to things. Trauma can be both physical, mental, emotion, or can be physical and mental, emotional and spiritual trauma you could have, and it can affect people in many different ways.
With me, I find that trauma hits everybody differently. So there are certain people that can't function in their day-to-day life because of the trauma that they've had. And then there are certain people that keep up a brave face, but then it's eating them inside. Now, depending on what you've actually been through, also depends on how you're going to react to certain situations. Now, I personally feel like the best thing to do is just surround yourself with people that you love, people that you care for, people that care for you. Because when you're dealing with these situations, when you're dealing with these situations by yourself, you're digging yourself a hole. So it's like, just always remember people, always remember to be around your loved ones.
Don't isolate yourself. Don't isolate yourself for the simple fact that it can, as Sean said, dig you into a deeper hole and cause further damage. You're isolating yourself, you're blocking yourself off from potentially that healing that you need, whether it came from friends, fellow survivors, family, and the fellow survivor could be someone who was with you during that incident, or it could be someone who's experienced something similar and you relate, and you can, with that person, you can understand or can see that the feelings that you're feeling in regards to your trauma is normal, and you can have someone to talk to about it. And I think because they've probably experienced it as well, you're able to be possibly a bit more lighthearted about it, because you're both helping each other through it and you're both coming out the other end. Another thing I would say is to forgive yourself. When it comes to trauma, a lot of people blame themselves for either putting themselves in that situation, not getting themselves out of that situation, or just for kind of events that occurred like before or after that situation. You need to forgive yourself, and you need to forgive yourself for the emotions you feel, whether it be anger, whether it be sadness. You're entitled to feel those.
No, what's it? You make a good point in terms of forgiving yourself. Most people blame themselves, but you got to remember, what's done is done. What's done is done. Whatever has happened has happened. You've survived it. You're overcoming it by just being here. So it's like, please, like, don't hold on to that pain. We've all been through it. I've been through it. You've been through it. We've all been through it. So it's like, just don't hold on to that energy. I think the best revenge is to improve upon yourself and to make something of yourself. If someone's hurt you, if anything's happened, just improve upon yourself, prove people wrong. Because if you were gone tomorrow, these people that don't like you or these people that have caused you so much trauma, it's safe to say they're going to be laughing at you. It's like, so the best revenge is to just get your money up, be around friends and family like I was saying prior, and yeah, just level up. Life is about leveling up. Hey.
Another thing I probably would say as well is meditate. That's one key one.
Meditate.
Something for me, dealing with my own trauma, meditation actually helped me quite a lot.
Maybe I should have tried that actually.
Meditation helps a lot. It it brings, it kind of also dug out a lot of me. When I meditated, I kind of generally would meditate, and then sometimes halfway through that meditation I'd start crying, because I'd maybe reliving certain aspects of my trauma, or you know, I'd kind of come to a realization that I was not to blame, or it wasn't my fault, or whatever it was. And you know, I'd cry from relief, I'd cry from, you know, the concept that I had been a survivor of a particular trauma, and that meditation kind of brings you back to yourself centered and who you are. And you know, and it's safe to say that some people will say things like, oh, you know, other people will say to you, or you know, you're not the center of the universe, you know, it's not all about you, and things
You are
like
the center of your universe. You're the center of your own universe. And it's like, you're the only person that can make your own destiny. So it's like, you've always got to remember that you are the center of your own universe. And with me, it's like, I didn't particularly try meditation like Tish, but I'm really into my poetry. Just like you. But I mean, with me, I found that when I was using my poetry, that was my sense of healing.
But writing is a form of meditation, babe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I was just straight meditating every day, man. I was just in these streets meditating day to day. But yeah, like seriously, like I was just writing everything down, like everything. Some of the traumatic things that have happened to me, I've just put it like pen to paper. I've just written my poems, and I've made stories. And then it's like, I'll go to a poetry night, and I'll like spit my poems or my rhymes or whatever you call it, and then people are like, oh my god, that's an amazing story. And I'm like, this is my life. This is my life. I ain't playing. This really happened. This person did this person did that. But I just translate it into a story because that's what I feel most comfortable with. And that's how I express myself. Instead of getting mad and, you know, thinking angry thoughts in my mind, it's better to let things go, because your anger will hold you back. You know, like your anger will, I'm trying to think of like some kind of thing.
There's a Chinese, I'm sure it's Chinese.
Yeah, proverb. Yeah,
it's Chinese proverb, and it says, anger is a punishment you give to yourself for the wrongdoing of others.
Yeah, it's like holding onto a piece of string, and then somebody's pulling the string, and it's hurting your hand. It's better to let go of that anger. You know, because you're gonna hurt your hand. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, like, you know, if you're holding a piece of string and someone's pulling the string, it's hurting your hand, innit?
I hear you.
So it's like, it's better to let go.
Okay, just...
Obviously, it's not as fancy as a Chinese proverb, but let go of the string. I'm just saying, let go of the string, innit?
I can follow your own advice. It's easier said than done. You know, not everyone finds it easy to let go. and and that can cause further trauma, because then there's a part where you start self-destructing, because you don't know how to deal with that anger that you have, or that frustration, or that injustice that was done to you. So you're holding on to that anger and hurting yourself in the process. Meditation, whether it be through writing, whether it be through sitting and umming with some candles, whether it be going for a walk, whatever you find meditates you, like is meditation for you and regrounds you, do that. Because as someone who's a big believer of spirituality, realigning your center and making sure that you're okay as the center of your universe. If the core is not okay, nothing else can be okay.
To be honest, not everybody's gonna know what steps to take, so it's like, do your research, find what's best suited for you. Not everybody's gonna find comfort in poetry. Not everybody's gonna find comfort in sitting around a circle and singing Kumbaya. You know what I mean? It's just like everybody needs to find their own path, whether it's meditation, whether it's poetry, whether it's just talking to someone that you trust. So everybody has to,
whether it's a bubble bath.
Yeah, just don't bottle your feelings up. Talk with people, find your own path.
And the last one I would say would probably be to celebrate. Celebrate life. Celebrate your victories, celebrate your triumphs.
And that doesn't mean like drinking yourself silly every night. Like
that would be part of self-destruction.
Yes. So just in terms of celebrating life, like being in a party environment with your people, but just don't overdo it. If you know what I mean.
Go to a theatre, go to the park, go to an event. Do whatever makes you happy. And that's what's important in regards to trauma. You need to, and realigning yourself and bringing yourself back.
Because you want to celebrate life, you don't want to forget it. Like we're not trying to forget, we're trying to like invest in ourselves and level up. You can't level up if you're constantly forgetting things by drinking or doing drugs or whatever. Like just.
And also don't avoid your trauma. One thing I say, don't avoid it. As we said before, make sure you're talking to someone. Make sure you're sharing with someone you trust. Make sure you're uplifting yourself, but don't avoid it. It's there. It's part of your journey. It's part of why you're in the position you're in, how you've got to where you are. And
if you can resolve it, try to resolve it the best you can. If you can't, I know in certain situations, once things are done, there's no going back. Like firsthand, I know. But if you can resolve something, try it and resolve it. Because holding on to it is just a waste of time. Complete waste of time. But yeah.
But let us know what you think about trauma. If you've had any experiences, how you've dealt with it. Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, leave it in the comments.
Also let us know if you want to hear anything else in the coming weeks. Make sure you subscribe. Like, if you come this far, you might as well subscribe, like, comment.
No one's there.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, you're here. Like, why are you not subscribing?
We've been doing this for a minute now. Like, just subscribe.
Subscribe. Like, and ain't nobody got time for this. So yeah, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at the Kickback LS.
I'm also got to do it for a second.
And we'll be back next week with a new installment.
All right. Boom.